With only 4.3 million software developers in North America, this profession pays one of the highest average salaries of $110,000 in 2020. According to Statista, the software market is expected to touch an enormous $388 billion by 2027. But since the salary is so high, why are there few professional software developers in the country, despite millions of students enrolling in college for this profession every year? Well, the ugly truth is, college does not always prepare us for the job. And when these students leave college, the experience of not being able to land a well-paid job can make them either quit the profession altogether or get a job out of the field. So to make sure you never face any of these situations and that you get paid for what you actually deserve, this video will cover a complete guide about different fields in software development. We'll go over blockchain, AI, VR, cybersecurity, and every other area that most of the colleges that you may attend fail to cover. You can consider this guide as a mentor laying down a path towards a successful software development career. Don't forget to watch till the end, because even if you do not have a college degree, this comprehensive guide can make you capable enough to land the job of your dreams. I'll be releasing at least one video like this every week, so please like, subscribe, and click the little bell so you don't miss the next one. Web development. After being ranked as the 6th best technology job in the country, web developers are also gifted with one of the highest job satisfaction rates worldwide. With an average salary of around $77,000, developers even into their 60s can enjoy a perfect work-life balance as a freelancer, or they can work as a senior software developer for a reputed company. Although there are a lot of programming languages in the market, tapping into one of the popular ones like JavaScript or Python, and one of their web development frameworks like React or Django can help you land a better job. Regarding the possible positions you can get, you can become a back-end web developer, a front-end developer, or a full-stack web developer. To get an entry-level job as a web developer without a degree, or to increase your chance of getting a job, a company may want to see on your resume that you, 1. Have created a web application that has a dynamic front-end that updates the displayed information based on user input. 2. Have created an application that communicates from the front end to the back end using HTTP requests. 3. Have deployed a web application using an infrastructure as a service platform like AWS or Google Cloud Platform, or something even more rudimentary such as Heroku. Desktop applications. If you love solving problems and you want to create powerful consumer and enterprise applications, then working on desktop applications is the job for you. Due to the rising competition from cloud-based softwares, desktop developers are required to find unique ways to make desktop applications stand out from the rest. However, currently today in 2022, 21.3% of software developers are desktop application developers. With an average salary of about $76,000, this goes a long way to create their own space in the market. To begin your journey, earning a bachelor's degree in computer science or computer engineering is typically considered a good first step. However, you have to be familiar with languages like C, C++, Python, as well as frameworks like Windows Presentation Foundation. To get an entry-level job as a desktop application developer without a degree, or just increase your chances of landing one, a company may want to see on your resume that you 1. Created a sandbox application on your machine, like a text editor or a rudimentary video game. 2. Created a script that automates a process, such as calculating your monthly expenses and displaying it to you by category. 3. Created an application or script that integrates with another third-party application, such as Google Sheets. Gaming. From playing Super Mario 64 in the 90s to diving into a virtual world that is still hard to believe, there is no doubt that the future of gaming will become bright every day. This is why game developers are also being handsomely paid, with an average salary of $84,000 every year. So, to begin in this hyperactive world, a bachelor's degree in computer science or computer engineering helps a lot, as well as knowing some core gaming languages like C, C++, and a scripting language like Lua. Moreover, to stand out from the rest, you must develop essential skills like critical thinking and problem solving to land some of the amazing positions like game developer, game designer, game artist, game tester, etc. There are other skills needed as well. It's recommended to have a strong background in physics, since oftentimes in game development, you will need to replicate physics in your video games. You'll also need to develop AI in your games, such as enemy pathing in pursuit of a player, and this requires knowledge of data structures and algorithms, so you need to be comfortable implementing them. To get an entry-level job as a video game developer without a degree, or to increase your chances of landing a job, a company may want to see on your resume that you, number 1, have built out your own video game before, preferably in C or C++. 2, have implemented data-oriented design in your own video game. 3, have implemented entity component system design in your video game that you created. 4, have built out some sort of desktop application before or some sort of web application before. Blockchain development. With cryptocurrency storming the internet in the last decade, people are now understanding the value of blockchain's game-changing distributed ledger system. Through blockchain technology, sharing or storing highly valuable and highly sensitive information has become more secure than ever. Thus, blockchain developers are being paid an average salary of about $110,000 per year for changing the way the world stores, shares, and distributes data. As this field is still booming, you can begin by tapping into free and paid courses available online. But just make sure you've studied foundational computer science concepts like data structures and algorithms, cryptography, cybersecurity, and at least 1 or 2 programming languages such as Java, Solidity, C++, Python, or JavaScript. As you advance in your skills and your knowledge, you can become a blockchain developer, blockchain architect, blockchain project manager, or a blockchain consultant. To get into blockchain development without a degree, or to just increase your chances of getting a job, a company may want to see on your resume that you, number 1, have created and deployed your own blockchain. Number 2, have created smart contracts on a blockchain like Cardanos or Avalanches. 3, can demonstrate a thorough understanding of proof of consensus protocols like proof of work and proof of stake, etc. 4, you have developed some form of architecture in the past, GCP and AWS being the best ones, and have integrated various tools together within these IaaS platforms. Mobile app development. We all know that Android and iOS dominate the mobile applications world, but what would happen if these 2 platforms had disappeared? Well, according to market statistics, the market size of the global mobile applications market is about to touch $407 billion in 2024. This shows that the world of mobile applications is not going anywhere and will just only become more interesting. So, to enjoy your future in this world and to get a job as a mobile developer, a bachelor's degree in computer science or software engineering will help a lot. However, for a programming language, both platforms have different language preferences. For an Android application, for example, you must learn Java or a JVM language like Kotlin. And for iOS, knowing Swift or Objective-C is going to help greatly. Mastering these languages will also allow you to become a mobile software engineer, mobile game developer, an Android or an iOS application developer, and much more. Not to forget, the average salary, according to the US Bureau of Labor Statistics, will be about $110,000 a year in 2022. Not too bad. To get into mobile development without a degree, or to increase your chances of getting a job, a company may want to see on your resume that you, 1, have created your own application on either Android or iOS, and you have pushed it to the Google Play or App Store. Bonus points if it's a game. 2, you have an understanding of game development techniques and concepts like the entity component system and data-oriented design, which I had mentioned in the game developer section. 3, have created scripts that run locally, on GitHub, or in the cloud that automate the app signing process for both iOS and for Android. Virtual and augmented reality. When Mark Zuckerberg changed the Facebook name to Meta, he declared that the future will be dominated by virtual and augmented reality. Well, it seems he was not wrong, because with a 25% growth rate every year, its market size is on its way to climbing to $162.71 billion by 2020. However, since this profession is still in its initial stages, some experience in 3D software design and familiarity with video game engines like Unity and Unreal Engine can help kickstart your career by allowing you to recreate environments in 3D. Moreover, a strong understanding of languages like C, C++, C#, and JavaScript can help you stand out from the rest. Positions like AR, VR maintenance and support, design graphics engineer, software engineer, tools engineer, and other related positions are highly demanded in this market right now. Don't worry about the salary, because in Palo Alto, such engineers are being paid around $130,000 a year. To get an entry-level job as a virtual reality or augmented reality developer without a degree, or to increase your chances of getting a job, a company may want to see on your resume that you, 1. have created some kind of application using 3D animation modeling or game engine softwares such as Blender, Unity, or Unreal Engine. 2. have created a 3D software renderer from scratch, preferably in C, C++, or C#. Embedded devices. We benefit from the work of embedded devices engineers everywhere in our daily lives. From GPS navigation devices to traffic lights to motion sensors, they are crucial to our lives in the modern era. Embedded devices engineers are responsible for programming these systems, and a deep knowledge of how software interacts with the hardware is required. This is why earning a bachelor's degree in electrical or computer engineering could be the first step towards getting into this field. Also, its market size is going to touch $116 billion in 2025 from the current $86.5 billion in 2022. This makes it one of the most well-paid jobs, with an annual salary of about $121,000 a year. If you're interested in going down this path, knowledge of programming languages like C, C++, and Python, as well as proficiency with an assembly language of a widely used processor, can be a big advantage for you. And once you manage to acquire these skills, you can become a software engineer in computer vision, a hardware designer, quality assurance engineer, an embedded app developer, and much more. To get an entry-level job as an embedded devices engineer without a degree, or to increase your chances of getting a job, your company may want to see on your resume that you 1. have written or attempted to write a device driver. 2. have programmed an ARM controller. 3. have created a small program using assembly language for a popular processor like the Intel 8085. 4. have developed a program that utilizes multi-threading and concurrency. DevOps. With a 24.2% annual growth rate and a $57.9 billion expected market by 2030, DevOps is also creating a strong place for itself in the job market. As a DevOps engineer, you are required to have a complete understanding of the software development lifecycle. You will be ensuring deployments of products go smoothly, and the integrations between third-party services are connected properly. Furthermore, after completing a bachelor's degree in computer science, learning a scripting language like Bash can help you stand tall against your competitors. If you pursue this path, you will have an amazing list of options. You can become a DevOps architect, an automation engineer, a security engineer, and a software tester to grab an annual average salary of $111,000. It's not too shabby. To get an entry-level job as a DevOps engineer without a degree, or to increase your chances of getting a job, a company may want to see on your resume that you 1. have deployed a cloud architecture on a modern IaaS platform such as AWS, Azure, or GCP. 2. have deployed a cloud architecture utilizing container technologies like Docker and container orchestration technologies like Kubernetes. 3. have used some kind of CI/CD tool such as Jenkins. 4. have a certificate in GCP or AWS.
I can shut down their access before the Dark Army notices.
Cybersecurity. In an experiment conducted by Wired magazine in 2015, 2 computer hackers were able to remotely shut down the engine of a moving Jeep Cherokee on a highway. Although it was an experiment, it shows the devastating effect hackers can have on the world around them. In 2022, around $6 trillion in damage was caused by cybercrime, and the level of cybercrime looks like it will continue to increase in the future. So if you want to jump in and save the world, becoming a cybersecurity expert is the career for you. The first step, as always in most fields, begins with a graduate degree in computer science or software engineering. However, to create your presence in the market, it is necessary to develop analytical and problem-solving skills to ensure data remains safe from the hands of hackers. According to the US Bureau of Labor Statistics, security experts earn an average annual salary of about $100,000 a year. The titles you can expect for this kind of work are security architect, ethical hacker, digital forensic analyst, and much more. To get an entry-level job in security without a degree, or to increase your chances of getting a job, a company may want to see on your resume that you 1. Have performed pen testing and compiled a list of vulnerabilities for a consenting person or a company's website. 2. You have utilized Linux distros that specialize in penetration testing, such as Kali Linux. 3. Have used popular pen testing tools such as Wireshark, Nexpose, and others for things such as man-in-the-middling, scanning servers for vulnerabilities, etc. 4. Have written scripts in Bash to perform some kind of action. 5. Have developed a cloud infrastructure using a popular IaaS like GCP, AWS, or Azure. If you attempt to perform any one of the above actions, please do so lawfully. To avoid trouble, I suggest setting up your own personal environment using a virtual machine for you to practice on, or get the consent of the person or company you will be attempting to perform some of these actions upon before you do them. Networking. The advent of the internet was made possible by the amazing network engineers that created the technology that facilitates communication from computer to computer. And with a 9.5% annual growth rate in the field, network engineers won't be going anywhere anytime soon. Network engineers are responsible for designing a network, maintaining it, and also finding new technologies to protect the network. If you perform well, the market pays you with a base salary ranging from $51,000 to $109,000. Also, earning a bachelor's degree in network engineering and learning essential languages like Perl, Bash, TCL, C, and Python can help you land amazing positions like Solutions Architect, Enterprise Architect, Senior Solutions Architect, and much more. To get an entry-level job in networking without a degree, or to increase your chances of getting a job, a company may want to see on your resume that you 1. Have built your own network, the bigger the better, and that the network utilizes routers, switchers, firewalls, load balancers, etc. 2. Have designed a L2 or L3 network. 3. Have achieved one of the many Cisco networking certifications. Robotics. As AI is advancing every day to take our jobs in the future, choosing to become a robotics engineer is your opportunity to not only defeat them in the job market, but also earn an average salary of about $104,000 every year. With its market size running toward a massive $214 billion by 2030, you can earn potential titles like manufacturing engineer, automation engineer, mechanical engineer, hydraulics engineer, robotics engineer, and so many more. But with great power also comes great responsibility, because while completing your bachelor's degree in engineering, you must build your knowledge of statistics, mathematics, material science, automation principles, process control, and as well as learning about every programming language under the sun. However, the programming languages that will serve you best in this field are C, C++, Python, and Java. To get an entry-level job in robotics without a degree, or to increase your chances of getting a job, a company may want to see on your resume that you 1. Have built or programmed complex behaviors on a robot using a Raspberry Pi or some other kind of microcontroller. 2. Have built out your own circuits, the more complex the better. 3. Have built out your own CPU using breadboards. 4. Have programmed an application using an assembly language with a popular processor, such as an Intel or an ARM processor. 5. Have programmed a low-level OS application like a kernel using C. 6. Have created an application that utilizes machine vision. 7. Have created an application that utilizes machine learning or AI. Data science. Every day, around 720,000 hours of videos are uploaded on YouTube. However, despite so much data being uploaded on this platform, YouTube still manages to respond to various complaints or copyright violations committed by unauthorized YouTubers. This was made possible only through data scientists who collect and organize data through algorithms to identify the patterns that violate these laws. This capability creates endless doors of opportunities for data scientists in every company. You can become a data analyst, a data engineer, or a machine learning engineer after completing your bachelor's degree in data science. However, to grab a job with an average annual salary of $140,000, becoming proficient in languages like Python, R, and SQL can give you an edge over others. To get an entry-level job in data science without a degree, or to increase your chances of getting a job, a company may want to see on your resume that you, 1. Have created a script that queries a large amount of data from a database, can draw some kind of conclusion or analyze it, and then display that data to the user in a UI. 2. Have created a script that takes a dataset, implements a high-level mathematical concept, and returns a transformed dataset. 3. Have created an application that implements either machine learning or AI. Computer and information research scientist. From self-driving cars to language translation, robots and AI are revolutionizing the 21st century. All these amazing technologies exist partially or entirely due to computer and information research scientists. These brilliant people are the ones on the cutting edge of technology and science, constantly pushing the bounds of what we know and finding new ways to apply what we do know to solve problems and to create solutions. Their job includes studying algorithms and improving upon them, designing and conducting experiments to test the operation of software systems, developing new computer languages, new software systems, and other tools to improve how people work with computers. This demanding and quite complex work allows computer and information researchers to command an average annual salary of about $150,000 in the United States. Regarding skills, it is necessary to earn at least a master's degree in computer science or computer engineering or electrical engineering and gain proficiency in critical languages like Python, C, an assembly language or two, and R. A PhD is sometimes required due to the large amount of knowledge and expertise required to become a computer and information research scientist. Professor. Last, but certainly not least, after finalizing the field of your choice and gaining sufficient experience in it, you can always become a professor if you have a passion to teach people. But it should be noted that universities will consider you over others if you have a PhD in computer science or computer engineering. And don't worry about the salary, because according to the US Bureau of Labor Statistics, the average salary of a professor is around $90,000 a year. So, what do you think about these amazing careers that we discussed? Do you think blockchain development will be more demanding than other fields? Do you think robots from the future will come to the present to take over the planet? Tell us in the comment section below. And if you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to mention them in the comment section. We will surely respond to your request. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and press the like button if you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.